This is the location of the 10th Avenue station on the 7 line. Do you see it? Of course not, because it actually isn't there. The 10th Avenue station is a proposed station first planned as a part of the 7 line extension to Hudson Yards. The entrances to the station would have been located at this intersection, 41st Street and 10th Avenue. Well, why wasn't it built? Should it be built in the future? And what would it look like if it is ever completed? These are all questions I hope to answer in this video. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. The 10th Avenue station, should it ever be constructed in the future, would be located in the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood of Manhattan, just north of the Hudson Yards neighborhood. The station, under its original 2007 plans, was intended to have 2 side platforms with no crossovers to the opposite side, and only 1 entrance per direction of travel. This would have been a welcome change from the all too common bland island platforms we've seen built at some of the newer stations in the system, like South Ferry on the 1 and on the entire 2nd Avenue line. A design like this might have prevented the cost of the station skyrocketing like some of the most recent stations constructed by the Transit Authority. While the station was included in the original 7 line extension plans, the city never funded the station. Why? Because the city is the city and we can never have anything good when it comes down to transit. Or anything else. Local residents and developers created a petition to construct a shell for the station, fearing that once the tunneling was completed, all hope would be lost for a station in that location. Unfortunately, a shell was never created. However, near the location of the proposed station, the tunnel walls have been flattened, leading some to believe that these are provisions for a future station. The station has seen many proposals for construction, whether that be a part of new developments in the area, future extensions to the 7 line, or even an all-new Port Authority bus terminal. Even Eric Botcher, New York City Council member, proposed completing the station as a part of his candidacy. I think the station should definitely be constructed in the future. It'll provide the far west side with a new subway connection, could boost development in the area, and it might help alleviate congestion off certain stations like Times Square 42nd Street and the Port Authority bus terminal. Currently, the far west side is one of Manhattan's transit deserts. Now, while you may be looking at a map right now and think, well, it's only 4 blocks from 12th Avenue to 8th, and that really isn't a far distance, that is a long walk, especially since the east-west blocks in Manhattan are generally longer than the north-south blocks. Obviously, this isn't as big of an issue as some of the transit deserts you can find in the outer boroughs, but it is an issue that a station here at 41st Street and 10th Avenue can solve. We could also extend the L train north along 10th Avenue, but that is a topic for another video. With a new station here at 10th Avenue, more developments, whether they be cheap or expensive, could rise, as it would now be easier to get to that area. Now, this new station would also help alleviate congestion from some of the other stations along 42nd Street. Let's say someone is coming from Queens or the East Side and is going to the Port Authority bus terminal. Instead of getting off of the 7 train at Times Square and walking through the long passageway to 8th Avenue, they could take the train an extra stop to 10th Avenue, which could have a direct connection to the terminal, avoiding most of the pedestrian traffic in the over-congested Times Square complex. Obviously, nothing is going to get done in terms of extensions or infill stations if the MTA continues to stick with their grand station design, which ends up costing a fortune and turns everyone off from proposing more extensions and improvements to the system. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did and you would like to get more from Mystic Transit, like, subscribe, and consider supporting me via channel memberships, super thanks, or Patreon.